It is your Classic Metal Show right here on the ClassicMetalShow.com. That is Rock Karma with Bring It. Bring It, Chris.
I like that song. That was pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. Rock Karma.
Yeah, we used to play them, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Long time ago, but I like that.
Looking back at all these titles that you provided me with, just, takes me back 10, 15, years.
Sure.
Because we were heavily promoting a lot of these bands at the time before we more or less became kind of talk.
Yeah, I mean, we were doing the music show. Remember, we had all our bits like the Sleaze Rock Song of the Week and, what was the other one? Smash It or Trash It or something?
Smash It or Trash It, yeah.
Where we'd play a song like that and we'd have polls on the website. Will you smash it or trash it? Or whatever. Right. We had all kinds of stupid generic radio bits.
Yeah, but, it helped us become what we are today.
Yep. Yeah, there was a lot of work that went into all that bullshit,
It is funny when you look back at the way that the show has morphed as to the amount of time and work that went into everything that we've done.
Sure.
From your end as well as my end, and the money and the energy that it took to do a show every week.
Yeah. And now we don't use any of those things.
No, we don't even prep or nothing. I mean, everything is almost on autopilot anymore.
I know, now it's like, this thing with video, this is like the first major thing we've tried in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when was the last time we really tried something?
Something new?
New.
Oh, it's been a long time.
I can't even think of what it would be. Maybe when we started talking.
Probably.
No, Laser Wolf's Night.
Yeah, with Mike Kushnick from Thor.
Thor. You guys are fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Who knew so much about where were they from?
Wisconsin or somewhere. I don't remember where they were.
It was out west.
Montana.
Montana, yeah. Who knew so much about Montana?
Dude, I'm sure it's out there. If not, I might have to get it off of you. I got to get the Laser Wolves with me interviewing the mom.
Right.
And doing the... Does he call you when he's around the bonfire?
Right.
That is one of the all-time funniest things ever. And it was like the first time we really did it completely off the cuff.
Absolutely. That's what gave us the inspiration to say, hey, we can do this.
Yeah. That was what would be, and I know I'm going into like cheesy radio stuff, but top 3 for you bits that we've ever done.
Well, obviously the whole Best Buy thing.
Oh yeah.
That was really good.
I got to find that too. Do you have that one handy?
I'm sure I don't have it handy. I would have to look for it, but
why don't you dig that one out?
When we set up your friend Matt.
Yeah.
To be the Best Buy manager.
Right.
And we set up a former, female friend of mine to be the one who answered the phone at Best Buy.
Right. I need that one because I'd like to share that with this crew of fans because it's a long time ago and it was right in the midst of our big battle with Talking Metal. But and it's the only, as far as I can think, I think that's the only bit we ever planned. Like truly planned.
Sort of. Hail and Kill caller, you're on the air.
What's up, guys? Hail and Kill.
Hail and Kill.
It's Chris the Cop.
Hey, what's up, Chris?
How you been?
Well, we have your bumper. You're not going to be able to hear this, but I'm going to play this real quick. So hang on.
All right, go ahead.
Just hang on there.
Here's the guy that was offered fucking Keith Caputo, but figured fat chicks were better. It's Chris the Cop on the Classic Metal Show.
All right, Chris, go ahead.
All right, are we talking music or are we talking chicks tonight?
It doesn't matter. What's on your mind?
All right, I got a question for you. I went 2 weeks ago. I went to go see Foreigner, Cheap Trick, and the Jason Bonham Led Zeppelin tribute.
Okay.
Explain to me how Cheap Trick is in the Hall of Fame.
I'm gonna agree, personally.
They're awful.
Well, I don't know that they're awful, but they're not.
All right. So if you go, I Want You to Want Me, Dream Police, and Surrender, 3 hits, correct?
Yeah. Flame.
What else qualifies them to get into the Hall of Fame?
Well, because they were Rolling Stone
The Flame.
darlings.
Guys, they were awful live. Awful.
Well, I've seen Cheap Trick.
I've seen them.
I've seen them 1, 2, 3. I've seen them 4 times.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan either. I'm not going to disagree with you that they don't belong in the Hall of Fame, but I don't think that they're the worst band I've ever seen.
Yeah, but the thing is that they were one of those bands that were kind of they weren't like the most popular band in that genre or during that era, but they were Rolling Stone darlings, and that's the only reason they're in the Rock Hall.
If you're going hit for hit, Foreigner has a lot more hits.
Yeah, but it doesn't go by the number of hits, unfortunately. I mean, look how long it took the band Chicago to get in. I mean, Chicago started in 1967, and they just got in 2 years ago. So it almost took them almost 50 years to get into the Rock Hall.
Right.
And they've sold 200 million records in their career, but it took them 50 years to get in. So it really.
Why do you think that is?
Well, because they were never Rolling Stone favorites.
Yeah, sales don't seem to matter. You know, I mean, there's bands like, why did it take Journey so long to get in? You know, whether you like Journey or you hate them, you can't argue that they got 30 fucking hits, you know, and have sold 140 million records. Journey has like 1 million hits.
You see, I would go Foreigner versus Journey. I would say Foreigner has better songs.
Ugh, no, not even close.
No?
No.
All right, I'm going to tell you my issue with the Foreigner show. I've seen Foreigner live probably about 20 times. So
okay.
Each time, either Mick Jones is played or Mick Jones will bring him out in the middle of the set because he can't do a full show. At the Raleigh show, they didn't bring Mick Jones out at all.
Yeah, well, Mick,
so it was basically it was a tribute show.
Yeah, well, Mick doesn't travel with the band probably 50% of the time.
Ugh.
So how does he pick what shows he's going to play and what shows he's not going to play?
I guess the day he's feeling good. Because I think, from what I understand, and again, I don't want to throw Don into the mix, but I have to because he talks about this, because Jeff Pilson obviously is the bassist and Foreigner. But Mick only plays like 50% of the shows, and you're absolutely correct. It's a tribute band. But because Foreigner came up in an era when they were a faceless band prior to MTV,
yes.
Nobody knows the names or the faces of any of these guys.
So the thing is, when the shows that Mick does play, they do 3 more songs. They add 3 more songs to the set than when he doesn't play.
Who plays guitar when Mick doesn't play? Some other guy that's not usually there?
But they have that. No. When he does play, they have 3 guitar players.
Okay.
So they have Tom Gimble, who plays like saxophone and keyboards and guitar, and they have this like curly hair guy. I don't know who he is. He plays lead guitar for the entire show.
Okay. It's been a while.
They have the 3 guitar players going.
Well, you see, when Bobby Blotzer tried to hijack the whole Rat thing, he thought that he could make that a Foreigner deal. He thought, well, you know, I could make Rat a faceless entity as long as we play the songs to the, you know, sound like the record. That's all people care about. But the thing is that Rat became popular during the MTV era, and the people who are still fans of them today, they actually know the players.
Well, the thing is, I meet a lot of younger people. My brother's 10 years younger than me. I meet girls who are younger than me. They know Foreigner's catalog. They know Round and Around by Rat, and that's about it.
Right. There's other. I want to go back to the Cheap Trick thing though, man, because there's other bands in that rock hall that have even less success than Cheap Trick and are in there. The Pretenders come to mind. What do they got? One song?
They're horrible.
Well, Pretenders, again, they were Rolling Stone favorites.
Yep. Yeah.
I just think it's funny. Cheap Trick opened for Foreigner, and they did about a 15-song set, and Foreigner did a 12-song set.
That doesn't seem right.
It wasn't right. I was actually upset about it.
Yeah. The thing that's always weird about Cheap Trick, if you think about it, for the last 25 years or whatever, they're always the opener. I don't think I ever remember like a big Cheap Trick headlining tour. Ever.
No, every time I've seen them, even way back in the 80s, they've always been the support act for the headliner, and more often than not, I think I've seen them 3 different times opening for Heart.
So they made their bones basically on that Budokan album.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the hits were big at that time for 19. But
3 songs, no?
Well, let's see. Let's just pull it up and look.
Well, if you're going to go down that road, I mean, look at another band who sustained their whole career on 3 songs, and that would be Foghat.
True.
Well, what about Bon Jovi?
Nah, they had a bunch more hits.
Yeah, Bon Jovi had a lot of hits.
Bon Jovi had 10 hits.
They weren't the biggest band of the 80s?
Well, they were one of them at the time.
Bon Jovi had a lot of hits, man.
Right. They were, to me, they weren't the biggest like pop, hard rock act of the 80s.
They were one of them.
There was nobody bigger than them in the 80s.
In the 80s, nobody bigger?
For hair metal? No, nobody was bigger than that. As far as number of hits.
Now.
As far as the number of hits, nobody had more than Bon Jovi in the 80s.
That's what I'm saying.
Not even Motley Crue.
No, hell no.
No way.
Well,
and Bon Jovi will still play stadiums. Like, they play New Jersey. They're doing Giant Stadium 3 nights.
That's a bit nuts.
These chicks still love them.
Yeah. Cheap Trick had, here's the Cheap Trick list. And I'm pulling the ones that I know. I Want You to Want Me, Surrender, The Flame, Dream Police. Ain't That a Shame? I know that's not their song, but it was a hit for them.
Right.
She's Tight was a hit. She's Tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, Tonight It's You was a hit. What about Hello There? That was a hit, wasn't it? Hello. I'm pretty sure that was a hit too. So they had like 6, it looks like. Six hits or so.
So 6 hits in 40 years, Chris?
Oh, I'm not saying they're good, dude. Don't think that. I mean, I've seen them 5-6 times myself, and it's always been, with the exception of the one time when I was in Atlantic City and they headlined a casino. Every other time has been as an opener. They opened for Rat. They opened for Bon Jovi. They opened for Heart once. You know, I've always seen them as an opener.
What casino was it?
The Borgata.
Did they play the music box, which holds like maybe 1,000 people, or did they play the main arena that holds like 8,000?
It wasn't 8,000 people, no.
Right, so it's probably the music box.
Yeah, I don't know. I was very drunk.
Yeah, well, the only cool thing of that whole event is that Chris got to sit next to and meet Larry David.
Yeah, that is true.
He's a big lib, no?
Yeah, but it didn't matter. I was fucking trashed. I was just thrilled to meet him.
And I'm a big fan of Curb Your Enthusiasm, and I was very jealous.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to bring something else up. I moved down to North Carolina in March from New York.
Okay.
The interracial dating down here is out of control.
Okay, so what's the point?
It's upsetting me.
Does it really upset you?
I'm going to tell you why it upsets me, Neely. Because
okay.
I don't want to get with a girl that's been with a black guy. They're tainted. They're tainted.
In what regard? Their pussy is stretched out, or they have some kind of disease now?
Listen to me. As you guys know, I was a police officer. These black guys, when they hit jail, even if they're doing it overnight, they're having gay sex in the cell.
Yeah, they're on the they're on the down low.
Right. So they're doing bareback gay sex in the cell, and they're going out, getting out on bail or parole, and they're banging these white chicks.
So is that part of the criteria when you go out with a girl? Do you say, did you ever bang a black guy?
I do. Neely, I do.
Yeah, well, I mean, if that's an issue for you, that would be a question that would have to be asked. If she says yes and she gets upset, then you got your answer.
Check.
No, Neely, I'm going to tell you what it sets them is that when they admit to being with a black guy, I ask them when their father died. And they asked me, why do you think my father's dead? And I said, because when he put a bullet in his head when he found out you fuck black guys.
Well, see, that's taking it a little bit too far.
I think I'm going to have to tear down a statue because of that comment.
Oh, do you know what's behind this whole thing?
The media?
The tearing down the statues?
The media?
The ridiculous media?
This is what it comes down to. The Republicans are winning elections all over the country, whether it be governor elections, mayor elections, senators, congressmen, and they need to stoke the flames. The liberals need to stoke the flames of this whole like white privileged, racist white people thing to get the black vote again. They know they're not getting the black vote.
Well, but they're losing ground big time everywhere.
Everywhere. So what gets the black voters out? The whole race card thing.
It's an interesting thought.
You don't think so?
I agree with you. I mean, they're losing ground because, this country is just fed up. Everybody's just fed up.
Here's the thing. I was a police officer in New York on 9/11. After 9/11 happened, I can only speak for New York. White, black, Hispanic, we all came together because we had a common enemy, which was the Middle Easterns.
Right.
Okay? So it was like, but then Obama came in, and it was just like, look what these white people are doing to you. Look what these white cops are doing to you. Look what they did to you 100 years ago. He divided this country, and now it's just taken on a new level.
Well, I think Chris brought that up earlier in the evening, but you're dead on, I believe.
Okay. I just got to work, so that's why I was calling. So I didn't hear that part.
Well, it is a mess. I'll just leave it there. It is a mess right now. But so I want to go back to the interracial dating. What would you say the ratio is? Is it 10% or 50% or what?
Here's my thing. I thought moving down to North Carolina, I thought North Carolina was like kind of like a racist state. But
is that the reason you moved there?
Let me tell you something. I was living in Staten Island, New York. Staten Island is the most segregated part of New York.
Okay.
It's like 85% Irish, Italian, Catholic, white people. So I lived in the most segregated part of New York. But that's not why I moved to North Carolina. But I kind of thought it was kind of like, white down here. But I just see so much of this. You see, it's a cliche. You see the cute, fat, white girl with the biracial kids everywhere. They're everywhere.
Okay.
All right.
So what do I do?
Move back?
No, but Chris, I like my chubby, cute white girls.
Yeah, but if they're tainted, as you put it, then how can you stay?
No, Chris, I've been down here since March. I banged 16 girls so far. I'm on a roll. So I'm finding them. But let me ask you another question.
All right.
What do you about the names they give their kids? I met a girl, a white girl. She had a black son. The kid's name was Sincere.
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 Sincere. She named the kid Sincere.
That's a little nutty.
What happened to Chris and Mike and Anthony and Joe? What happened to those names?
Those are your slave names, my friend.
Those are not they're not exotic enough.
Oh. I feel like these women want to give their kids pussy names. Even the white kids down here don't have like cool names.
What are the white kids named?
Oh, they have make. I don't know. Do you think like Cameron is a cool name?
Cameron?
Zarly?
Zarling?
Zarly.
Zarly? Like Harley, but with a Z?
With a Z.
Yeah, that's a bit fucking dumb.
All right. I agree.
Well,
I'm going off on a tangent. Here. I'm sorry.
Is that where the whites are in Kansas?
In Kansas?
Is that where you said you were going?
No, he's in North Carolina.
No. I said I'm going off on a tangent.
Oh, okay. You're going off on a tangent. You know who you sound like when you speak there, Chris, and I know you're from New York.
Tell me.
You sound just like John Levin.
He does.
John Levin from Dawkins?
Yes. He really does.
Is he from New York?
He is from New York.
Yeah.
Really?
You and John sound identical.
Yeah, you could pass for him.
Let me tell you something, though. I'm going to tell you something. The whole me being from New York, Italian thing down here works with the chicks.
Really?
Because now you're exotic. So they have, you're an exotic guy. You're not the run of the mill down there.
Oh, and I have my teeth.
What prompted you to go to North Carolina? You went there because you thought there's a lot of white people there. Is that what you thought, or did you really have a reason to go?
No. My friend, one of my closest friends from New York, and his wife lived down here. I would come visit. I don't have a wife. I don't have kids, any of that stuff. So I was like, you know what? Let me give it a shot. And when I tell you some of the nightmares, I live in a beautiful apartment complex. I got these black kids sneaking into the pool, jumping the fence. There's like crazy stuff. I'm like the pool Nazi. So
is there an oil slick on the top of the pool?
Oh, right. Jesus.
It's bad, and I'm paying good rent to live here. I don't need these kids sneaking into my pool.
Yeah, get out of my pool.
Yeah, pal.
Get out of my pool.
You're gonna have to drain it, just like on on Caddyshack.
All right.
Oh, am I wrong? I tell people this. Listen, if like Dr. Ben Carson lived next door to me, I wouldn't mind it. But when I got Tyrone living next door, I can't deal with that. Is that bad?
Not if you need a statue tore down in your neighborhood. It's not bad at all.
Let me tell you something else.
All right.
I've got my friends hooked on your podcast. My friends aren't even into heavy metal. They listen to your podcast and they love you guys.
Oh.
Of course, everybody loves us.
And they're not even into metal. They're not metal guys.
Is it because of the social commentary?
The social commentary, the political commentary, the talk about the chicks. It's just, listen, I don't know. You guys are great. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I agree, but.
So are you hip to the video portion of the CMS now?
I watched it for the first time last week when you did the Don Dawkins segment.
Okay, that was just Chris. You didn't get to see the real talent of the show.
All right. Can I say something else? Is this controversial?
No, go ahead. No, nobody's seeing the talent of the show right now, by the way, Neeley. Your camera's off.
Oh, all right.
So when you guys aren't together doing the show loses something. I don't want to sound like mean, but the show loses something.
I agree.
Well, it's a chemistry thing.
It's just like the way you guys like balance each other out it's beautiful. It really is. I'm not trying to suck your dick or anything, but I listen to you guys. It's great.
Oh,
All right.
I agree.
Well,
I hate solo shows.
That's all I'm saying.
All right.
I listened to. I heard a podcast from the other day. It was Chris and another guy making fun of Paul Stanley. It was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. Oh my God, it was so good. My friends were dying laughing.
That was Rob Kern. Me and Rob doing the people.
Sex and Sex was the continuation of All Night. That was phenomenal.
Yeah, that was the people.
Yes.
Yeah, that was definitely a pretty wet. We were very drunk that night. Oh my God. Oof. A lot of beer.
All right, guys, I'm going to let you guys go.
All right,
brother.
well, your manager was calling anyway.
All right, hail and kill.
All right, fuck you, pal.
All right, there goes Chris the cop.
Why is your camera not turning on?
It's on, but I've tried to turn it on 2 or 3 times and it won't go on.
Interesting.
It keeps blinking at me and trying to go on, but it won't go on.
Oh, well, this segment will just be the great one.
Now it's on. Now it went on.
I still don't see you. I don't know what's going on. See, I don't see you on this side, but whatever.
Well, the light is on, indicating that it's running. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah. Whatever. We're almost done. I'm not going to fuck with it.
All right. Well, since Chris the cop was a cop.
Yes.
He might have been involved in maybe busting out one of these situations.
Okay.
Mother-daughter duo is busted in an erotic massage parlor sting.
Sexy.
Yeah, but if you get a look at both of these, it's hard to tell which one's the mother and which one's the daughter.
All right, let's get the names here and I'll look them up.
Anne and Jennifer Dodge, just like the car, Dodge. ANNE, Anne and Jennifer Dodge.
Oh my. Yeah, there's some cute ones, all right.
They both look like 2 dried up skanks.
Yeah, these 2 look like they know the fucking serial number of every dumpster in every small town.
You mean cum dumpster?
Well, that too.
Carolina Cookie Burner's got it in the chat room already.
Yeah, he's faster than me. All right.
Both of those women, I'm going to assume the girl on the right is the daughter.
Yeah, I think so.
But they both look like dried up skanks.
Yeah, they're both not super attractive at all.
Yeah.
Well,
very tough to look at.
Yeah, not pretty.
Hail and kill caller, you're on the air.
All right, Susanna Hoffs or Cassandra Peterson as Elvira?
What? Susanna Hoffs or who?
Cassandra Peterson as Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
Well, what is your question? What are you asking us?
Susanna Hoffs.
Remember earlier you were like talking about dry pussy and you mentioned Susanna Hoffs.
Yes. Go ahead.
Comparing it and whatnot.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just asking, which one would you tap at the prime?
Susanna Hoffs.
Whether I would do Susanna Hoffs or Elvira?
Susanna Hoffs.
Why not? Or Joan Jett.
Susanna Hoffs.
I think for me, Susanna Hoffs, of course.
I think she just she gets talked about too much. Prefer like Mickey Steele at the Bengals.
Really? She kind of had a weird look about her.
How so?
I don't know. She just sort of had like this gothic look about her.
Oh, that's hot.
I don't think that's hot. Who is this, by the way?
My name's Phil. I'm from Toronto.
Okay, Phil from Toronto. How long have you been listening to the Classic Metal Show?
A couple years.
All right. And is this the first time you've called?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, pretty much. Like
pretty much. Either it's yes or no.
Like 2:30, and I'm just like listening, watching you guys and shit. Pretty good.
How old are you, man?
I'm 24.
Okay, you sounded pretty young. So I was just wondering,
Yeah.
were
Yeah,
you raised by a single mom?
Why would you ask that?
Well, just answer the question.
Well,
That's a
a
yes.
little personal, but I'll say, yeah, she is
Okay.
single now.
I kind of figured. All right, that's all right.
20 years of that, and then, yeah.
All right. You just answered my question.
Yeah. What's with the fucking meth heads? Meth heads. That's hilarious. I'm actually really fucking baked. Just smoking
What?
weed.
You're kidding.
I would never
I
have
take
guessed.
that as an insult. Well, another question.
All right.
You can follow up with Venom by any chance?
The band Venom?
Yes.
Yeah, with Kronos?
Well, have you heard about Venom Inc. and how they have like 2 original members in the band now?
Yeah, with the Ave record.
Yeah. What do you guys think about that?
It's all right.
If you listen to it.
I've listened to it. It's all right.
Yeah, they're touring and whatnot. And I'm gonna see them because, like, I don't know about you guys, but Venom's like a fucking huge band that changed the whole music scene back then.
You think so?
Biggest ever.
Of course. Well, of course. Look at Metallica, right? Like, they looked up to them. Everyone looked up to them.
Venom, Kronos invented everything, right?
He did.
Well, Kronos is kind of a dick right now. He's talking mad shit about Mantis and whatnot in the press, and
Yeah, Neeley.
that bridge is just burned down, right? So like, it's not like there's any bad blood. Like, they don't really talk shit like continuously.
So
mention
would you consider the burn bridge like taking down the Windsor Bridge?
the Windsor Bridge? You mean like the one that connects Detroit?
Yeah.
Or some shit?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, I don't know too much about that, to be honest.
All right.
Neeley.
Funny enough, yeah.
Well, how about the Peace Bridge that connects Buffalo?
Niagara Falls? You do
Yeah.
like shit like that.
Yeah. Is the bridge that's burned with Kronos as big as taking that bridge down?
I guess so.
Enough about these bridges, dude. What are you smoking tonight, man?
just some good old chronic, nothing else.
Some good chronic. Well, where do you buy good chronic in Canada?
Yeah.
Well, funny enough, not to say too much, but my bass player in my band helps me out with that now, so that's a big plus.
Well, what kind of a band are you in, man?
It's like everyone says, oh, you know, we're unique and blah, 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 but like, we're just a heavy metal thrash band, to put it in a nutshell, that has melody, really. Like, we're not really into that, oh, let's tune down all the way to fucking, you know, this tuning and sound as possible. It's just more about songwriting rather than being better than everyone else.
Does any of your songwriting include furries?
Furries?
Furries. Well, one thing I'll say is Wasp is way better than Dawkins. So I don't know why you keep talking about Dawkins.
Yeah, Neeley. Dude, with your band, have you guys hired a manager yet?
No, we're extremely fresh. We're recording just an album, nothing too fancy with Pro Tools, blah, 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 like around October.
Sure, because if you guys had hired a manager, I'm sure he'd be telling you it's time to go.
Time to go where?
Well, it's time to go to your next gig.
Yeah.
Well, right now we have a sloppy drummer. We're just trying to get rid of him and get a, you know, more professional one.
Well, what does it take to get rid? What does it take to get rid of a drummer?
Another drummer.
Another drummer. Another drummer. This guy is more into like John Bottom techniques. He's like, oh, I don't like the fast beats. Oh, that's, you know, too repetitive or too used in metal and blah blah.
John Bonham was a fag, man.
Yeah, man.
I fucking Led Zeppelin, I swear to God, everyone just talks about Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, just a bunch of faggots in that
Black
band.
Sabbath is way fucking better than Zeppelin.
Yeah, Bill Ward, man. He knew how to lay down the beats.
Yeah, man.
just in general, Black Sabbath's legacy is fucking golden compared to Zeppelin. Like, people think Zeppelin's like all the Beatles or some shit. Like, I wouldn't say Rolling Stones is better than Zeppelin. That's just me, though.
Yeah, any band that has a guy in it called Geezer, you know, they're tits.
That's right. John Bonham.
Well,
John Bonham was no Danny Neum. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, John Bonham, he was okay for what he did, but
yeah.
Crazy, man. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, he's no Dave Grohl, though.
Fuck, I prefer fucking Deep Purple over Zeppelin even.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, I hear you. Kick Tracy.
Another thing, what about the band Violence? You guys know them?
Yeah, man. Rob Flynn used to be cool. Now he's kind of a douche, but yeah, we know of him.
Well, I don't know if you heard about Sean Killen. He has like liver sclerosis, and there's a rumor there might be a reunion. Then they might play with Exodus in like the Bay Area and whatnot.
No, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it'd be real cool. Got to raise a couple of bucks, enough for his funeral.
That's a pretty harsh one, man. Violence is fucking legendary.
Yeah, man. Way bigger than Led Zeppelin.
Fucking doobers.
Exactly right, man.
I remember that shit.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, it's kind of funny and shitty at the same time what's going on in America. I'm just watching over Canada here, just seeing Trump doing his thing.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about that shit? Like with Korea and so forth.
All right, man. I think you're getting tired, man. Time to go.
What do you mean?
Gotta fire up some Chronic for us, man.
All right, I guess you guys don't want to talk about politics. That's fine.
Pretty much, yeah. Time to go.
Yeah, that's true.
Hail and kill.
All right, take it easy, guys.
How come I hit that you're being raised by a single mother dead on?
No kidding. Jesus.
See, that just proves my point.
I'll tell you what, you're getting awful friendly with not hitting that disconnect button.
Sometimes I like to see hardwired to self-destruct.
Sometimes you like to see me go insane. Jesus Christ, dude.
So good.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude.
It's kind of personal. Dude, come off like a sissy. I know you were raised by your mother.
Not nice.
It's true.
I didn't think he came off like a sissy. I think he came off like exactly what he said. He was baked out of his mind.
Yeah, but that laugh.
Well, you can't help the laugh. Look at Christy Crass Majors.
Mm-hmm.
That guy,
he's a creep too.
Yeah, he's creepy, but he laughed like a pedophile that just found a fucking school bus unattended.
Sure.
You know, he had that that thing going. He was creepy. That laugh. Now he might be a nice guy. I don't know him at all, but he came off pretty creepy.
I agree.
All right, are we done? Can we go?
No, we'll wrap up the story and we'll be done.
All right, let's finish.
About the mother-daughter.
Okay.
That's hot.
Let me put her back up on the screen. Whoop. There we go.
All right. A mother and daughter duo was busted earlier this week for an unlicensed massage parlor offering sexual favors.
What?
Yep. Ann Dodge, 55, and Jennifer Dodge, 30.
Wow.
Were arrested after the authorities received a tip alleging prostitution at their home in, where do you think it was?
Florida.
Sarasota, Florida. Lots of Florida.
Yeah, anything fucked up, it happens in Florida.
Why is that?
Because it's like a, I don't know,
I know you called it a mongrel state.
It is a mongrel state. It's not, there's no like actual Floridians.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of fucking rubes.
Well, no, it's not Floridians, it's Floridiots.
Yeah, well, yeah, but it's just a bunch of rubes that kind of got drummed out of where they lived. So they all moved to fucking Florida under the guise of, well, that's a good place to retire. No, it's not. It's a hard, other than the weather, what's good about Florida?
Right.
Not a damn thing.
Right. The pair posted ads to Backpage.com. Are you familiar with that?
Backpage.com?
Yes.
I've heard of it. Can't say I've used it.
Advertising their erotic services.
Might have to subscribe.
Backpage.com.
Might have to check that out. I mean, that would be terrible.
Maybe Chris the Cop checks out Backpage.
Maybe. Sounds like he checks out Blackpage.com.
I am a beautiful, talented, licensed massage therapist whom God uses to bring his healing energy to you and bring you to a whole new level of ecstasy. A listing for Anne reportedly said.
Well, if it's got God's approval, how can you not hire her?
Right.
Wow.
It's like the fingers of an angel.
Well, of course it is.
Mm-hmm. Between June and August, detectives conducted an undercover operation into their massage business.
Mm-hmm.
During the investigation, Anne performed a massage on an undercover officer for money, despite not having a license.
Okay.
Her daughter offered another detective sexual favors for free.
What's wrong with that?
I mean, for a fee.
Oh, for a fee.
For a fee.
I was going to say for free. Shit. That sounds good to me.
Yeah. Authorities obtained a search warrant of their home Wednesday and uncovered a towel steamer, deep tissue massage lotion, and warming massage oil.
Mm-hmm.
The older Dodge was arrested Wednesday and faces charges that include operating a massage establishment without a license.
Okay.
She was released the same day on $4,000 bond.
Mm-hmm.
Her daughter, Jennifer, was booked Thursday and charged with prostitution.
Well.
The 30-year-old posted $1,500 bail and has 3 prior convictions for prostitution.
She won't go to jail for life for that, will she?
No, of course not.
3 strikes? You're out?
I don't think so.
Not for whoring?
Not for whoring.
Okay.
So, there you go.
These
More
whores are in
shit
trouble.
going on in Florida.
Yeah, these whores are in trouble.
But look at those two.
Yeah.
That's like, yikes.
That's definitely lower end of the payment pole. Yeah, you wouldn't pay a lot for either of those.
Oof.
Although the daughter doesn't look too bad. I'd like to see her tits.
But, I mean, if you look at that crooked smile, though.
Yeah, well, she's a kook, but
yeah, she looks like the Joker in the Dark Knight movie.
Yeah, a little bit. But so what? Is the vag wet? I don't have to worry about the pussy walls, do I?
I don't know. Maybe it might be dry.
Yeah, that's more of a turnoff than her fucking crooked mouth. Dude, you know, chicks, you fuck anything. I will. I'd hit either one of those. I'd have to see their bodies though. All we got is this neck shots.
Huh.
I'm looking at both and I wouldn't run. I might be willing to pull out a good 10 or 15. Might go up to $25. What do you think they charge?
Hard to say.
Can't be more than $100, can it? $100 should come with a fucking all-nighter and breakfast, no?
You would think so.
I mean, they definitely look like the other end of the trailer park, but I'd probably go there. I'd be the one that gets arrested in a sting. They'd be the cops, knowing my luck.
All right.
All right.
I can tell you're fading on me, my
I'm
friend.
fading fast. I didn't get my sleep this afternoon because I was fucking with this OBS.
All right. Well, we're gonna cut out of here then.
Yeah, let's go a little early. Play him a song or two.
Just a few minutes.
All right, that's fine.
I got some business to tend to.
All right, well, go tend to your business. I'm going to go tend to mine, which is a whole lot less interesting than yours.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, somebody was asking earlier in the chat room if we could play some of Randy.
Oh, some roller coaster.
Yeah, some roller coaster. I saw that in the chat room earlier, so we could play some of our friend Randy and the Buds.
Rockin' Randy Trask.
Yeah. So we're gonna end the show tonight with some Rockin' Randy and the Buds.
All right.
With some roller coaster.
Sounds like a plan, brother.
Now you're gonna join Randy on stage when?
September 8th. Friday, September 8th at the Thunder in Geneva or whatever it's called, the Biker Fest.
And you're gonna sing roller coaster with him?
I'm gonna sing, not with him. I'm singing it.
All right.
It's all me, brother. There will be video of that. There's no question.
All right. Well, our video experiments seem to work out pretty good tonight. Yeah. I'd say about 80%.
Yeah, a few bugs. This last segment has no Neeley, but I don't know what happened there. But
like my camera's still on. It shows it's on, but I don't know what the reason is.
Yeah, I don't know. But whatever. We'll figure it out next time.
All right. Well, appreciate everybody who's tuned in and been a part of the show. We want to thank your friend from the Babies.
Yeah, John Bazaha.
I don't want to say his name incorrectly, so I'll let you say it.
Yep.
And then Eric Braverman for checking in, just kind of out of the blue.
Don't you think he's excited that we finally got this together?
Yeah. Now, next thing you know, he's going, dude, we can incorporate that into heavy metal television.
You think you guys could talk about Iron Maiden?